Thanks for coming tonight, everybody, to the workshop with Christine Wilson on immune support through yoga. We're going to be learning tonight about how yoga can help to support the immune system. Christine does our Friday yoga classes with us through Zoom, and she is a certified yoga therapist. So this is the second workshop in our Power of Yoga series we'll be doing this year with Christine. So thanks for being here. Take it away, Christine.
Thank you so much for having me today. I really appreciate the opportunity to share what I know about a practice that has been very powerful for me. We did have some computer issues, or I should say, I had some computer issues at the beginning, and it literally was a reset and check the cables kind of thing, which is really basic, right? And that's kind of what yoga can do for us. Yoga is so much more than just the physical postures that we typically think of, especially in our Western culture. It's more, it does include the posture, certainly, but it is also about the meditation, the mindfulness portion of it. It's about the philosophy of it, how we can learn to be kind to ourselves and reconnect to ourselves, or maybe connect to ourselves for the first time ever. It is about how we can use our breathing as a very powerful tool to reset our nervous systems, as well as, like tonight, we're going to talk about resetting our immune systems. And those two systems work together in a way that integrates with the whole entire rest of your physical body. All 37 trillion cells of our body are so intricately connected that other systems of the body are going to be mentioned throughout this presentation tonight. So thank you once again for being here. I have been practicing yoga for a number of years, and I am a certified yoga therapist through the International Association of Yoga Therapists. And you can check out my website online, and the last slide will include my contact information if you want any more information and access to free yoga videos. But today we'll be talking about how yoga can help us even beyond those physical postures. So I'm going to go ahead and share a PowerPoint with you. There's a lot of information on the PowerPoint, and I could have included lots and lots and lots more. But there's not going to be a test. You don't have to remember anything. I will email everything to Amy after the presentation, so you'll have full access. And Amy's also recording this video, so I'm sure she'll share it with you, and we'll also post it to our free YouTube channel so that it's available for as many people who might be able to benefit from it. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. First, you're going to see my Zoom login screen, and then my PowerPoint will pop up. All right. So everyone should be seeing my screen by now, immune system support through yoga. And tonight we'll start by inviting presence, and I will let you know what that means in a second here. And then we'll talk about the immune system and its really close companion, the lymphatic system. And then we'll do a short practice together, and I'll leave time for questions. And since I did have some uh, technical issues at the beginning of this presentation, I am more than happy to stay on after if there are questions that would benefit from that. So first of all, we'll invite presence, and what that means in yoga, and when I was first introduced to it in yoga. I had signed up for it at my state job. I work for the state of Oregon here. And I was practicing twice a week in the basement, and I paid for 3 months in advance. Otherwise, I probably would have stopped doing it after the first couple of weeks because I felt like I had too much to do. I was too busy. It was a waste of time. I wasn't really burning any calories, which was very important to me at the time, and still to some, well, I don't really care about that very much anymore, honestly. I have a much better relationship with my body, shall we say. But I wouldn't have continued doing it had I not paid in advance for it. But I did continue doing it. And I realized after, I don't know, the fifth, sixth, seventh week in, that I was on my mat and that I was really noticing my breath and feeling into my body, and that I was not worried about what was going to happen later that afternoon. I wasn't ruminating about a conversation I'd had earlier in the day. I wasn't all up in my head, which is what I finally, for the first time, noticed I tended to spend most of my time. So let's just invite presence to really be in your body, to really take a moment to greet yourself, to be present for yourself, to get out of your head, give your brain a reset, just like we do to our computers. We're going to reset our brains, our nervous systems, and our breath. So just sit up as nice and tall as you feel comfortable. And if you're laying down, that's absolutely fine too. And just notice the parts of yourself that are touching the ground. So if you're sitting in a chair, that might be the bottoms of your feet. That might be the backs of your thighs, your sit bones. You might notice some support along your spine. And if you like to close your eyes here, if you feel comfortable doing that, please go ahead and do that, or maybe just soften your gaze. If you're lying on your back, just feel the support that's underneath you. Just really focus your attention on how it feels to have these parts of your body supported here. And then just bring your awareness now to the tip of your nose. Notice how it feels at the ends of your nostrils to breathe in and to breathe out. Just a couple more breaths like that there. And with your next in-breath, you might deepen your breath a little, invite it a little deeper into your belly. And as you inhale that breath, you might welcome it in just like you're welcoming yourself back into your body right now. Inhale, welcome back, welcome home. There you are. And then exhale, relax your shoulders, soften your jaw. And when you're ready, you might blink open your eyes and invite yourself to be present. And so that's yoga right there. That's bringing your mind and your body and your breath to unity, really showing up for yourself. And we'll go ahead and move along here. So this slide is pretty simple, and it seems like kind of common sense, common knowledge at this point. We all need to get good sleep. We need to drink plenty of water. We need to exercise. Getting outside is really good for us. Healthy food. Elimination maybe is not as apparent in our modern culture. Elimination can be like the picture shows, laughing and crying. as well as going to the bathroom. It can be vomiting. It can be letting go of things that don't serve you, giving things up. At one point, I decided not drinking any longer was not serving me. So elimination can mean a lot of things. And then right brain is supporting your creative brain, your happy place. It's painting or music, yes, but it also might be drawing, it might be crocheting, it might be sewing, it might be writing, it could be anything like that. But we do need and we benefit from these right brain activities because, again, that takes us out of our thinking mind and back into our bodies. And when we're in our bodies, we're more connected to our authentic selves. We're showing ourselves nourishment, and we are better able to tap into our creativity, which is wonderful for just living in our modern lives. So all of these things as a daily practice support your immune system. When you have a good balance of practices that support these things on the body dashboard, you widen your window of tolerance whenever the proverbial shit hits the fan. You, pardon my French, but that when that happens and you are fortified with all of these things that nourish you, that deep rest, healthy food and drink, healthy creativity, getting your heart rate up, getting air on your skin, getting outside when you're able, you are better able to withstand when things like cancer or even the flu or COVID or anything like that hit you. You have a good baseline from which to meet these challenges.